I could do this like literally every stream now and just forget to unmute myself. But welcome. We're here to cast the NGS match between CM After Dark and Can't Connect Stuns. This is a Division C West matchup here tonight. That coin toss has already happened. The lobby's up and waiting. So let me head on over to those map selections now and we'll give you a rundown of what occurred there. That coin toss was won by CM After Dark. They opted to go with first pick here, giving map pick to Can't Connect Stuns. Those map bans coming out, Dragonshire and Tomb of the Spider Queen banned out by CM After Dark. Can't Connect Stuns taking away Battlefield of Eternity and Towers of Doom. We're going to kick off this series on Volskaya Foundry, and it looks like they're ready to get into that. So I'm going to let them know I'm ready as well and jump straight into this draft.
Volskaya Industries.
I'm excited to see what these teams bring tonight. I mean, I've seen a few of these players before. I catch some CCS stuff once in a while, so I've seen some of them play. I'm thinking back to like the charity tournament that they ran a bit back that I casted. I saw some of them in there for that. And I know a couple players over on the side of CM After Dark as well, but I'm not so sure, you know, who plays what roles and if they have that all assigned. So I'm excited to see what they're going to bring here. You have that Grey Mane band coming out first for the side of CM After Dark. It's going to be followed up by the Jazzalene band from Can't Connect Stuns. It's Volskaya Foundry, so banning out that Jazzalene, you know, you can get the positioning over on the side of Can't Connect Stuns. Or sorry, if you get the positioning for either team, I should say, with the Jazzalene to just drop turrets and get everything set up there, it can be a bit of an annoyance, and he can make some huge plays with that gravel bomb. So not too surprised. I still see him banned quite often. Chromium band coming out for CM After Dark as well. She provides just great poke and damage all around. All right. Last ban of the first ban phase is going to be the Anduin. Wonder if that is a target ban onto CM After Dark. Anduin not typically a healer you see banned out in the first ban phase. So I have a feeling that that might be what was happening there. Alright, the first pickup here for CM After Dark is going to be the Hogger. I love me some Hogger plays. Now, some things that we might see them pick up to counter that Hogger, you pick up a Tychus. That way, if Hogger is in your back line creating havoc, you just have a Tychus to shred him down. They're going to go with the Tassadar Stukov. Curious to see if Tassadar is going to be in a bit of trouble with a Hogger in the back line, potentially. We'll have to see what the rest of the draft turns out. He can get the Stukov with a flailing swipe, but if he's spinning, he's unstoppable, so it's going to be a little bit tricky, potentially. You also see a lot of Tassadars talenting into Black Hole these days, so a little bit of disengage picked up there for the team. I do like that CM After Dark is picking up that Tychus, though. They still don't have somebody that just gives that consistent auto-attack damage. And, you know, as a Hogger, if you're going to be playing that playstyle in the back line, picking up that Tychus to go with your team and denying it to Can't Connect Stuns seems like not a bad idea. See the Joanna band coming out here. Both teams still needing a tank. They're going to ban a tank out anyway here. Sonya band coming out as well. Sonya is so good right now. Definitely think that was a good ban for CM After Dark. Still need a solo laner over on Can't Connect Stuns.
The wait is over.
Death is beyond your reach.
All right, Cassia locked in, as well as Malthael here. So right now, team's looking a little bit squishy. They still need that tank pickup here, so I'm really curious what they're going to grab here to kind of pull this entire draft together over on the side of Can't Connect Stuns. We're looking for another a tank and a DPS over on CM After Dark. They're going with the Mal'Ganis. I don't mind that right now. You know, the thing with Mal'Ganis is he's really weak into any kind of interrupts because all of his abilities are channeled abilities. You got a channel for the sleep to go off. You got a channel for your ultimate as well. So I think it's you know, right now they don't really have those interrupts necessarily. So I think it's a pretty decent pickup. We'll have to see what the tank is because, oh, yeah, never mind. They picked Diablo. Now it might be a little bit harder. The thing is, Diablo goes auto attack build into Mal'Ganis, and he can just easily be disrupting anything Mal'Ganis is trying to lay out here. So this might be a little bit more difficult. Tiger got Hogwarts, GG. We'll just have to see. Let me take a second just to update my notes on the draft. It's kind of fun how, oh, Bonkai, thank you for the raid. It's kind of fun how with so many offlaners being so good right now, the priority isn't to try and like get your offlaner last now and counter the other offlaner. We see here in this match, they actually left that into like the tank. Like they left picking their tanks last here and kind of ended up countering the Mal'Ganis a little bit with the Diablo pickup. Let's take a look at who's on these teams here. Over on the side of CM After Dark, we have Zymara on the Rhaegar, Weenus playing Tychus, Vince Noir on the Kael'thas, Tiger on Hogger, and Special Chai on the Mal'Ganis. Over on the right-hand side, it's Can't Connect Stuns, and they are B-stepping their lives away here. Slick Rub playing the Stukov, Wolf on Cassia, Merad on the Tastar, the Mayneski on the Melthiel, and Brainer playing Diablo. Got a few questing talents to kick things off here. Hoggers picking up the Journeyman cooking, as well as Kael'thas going for the globes here. Over on the side of Can't Connect Stuns, Thunderstroke locked in for Cassius. She's looking at Q stacks. Another thing just to keep an eye on is those Diablo souls here. Big sleep coming up from the Mal'Ganis. Follow-up gravity laps from the Kael'thas here. Just gonna turn down the game volume slightly here. All right. So nothing too surprising here. The team's just going into their rotation between mid and top. Big sleep coming out from Mal'Ganis. We have Tassadar dropping some damage just to try and push them back. But both Brainer and Special Chai taking a little bit of damage there, trading back and forth while these lanes get cleared up. Malthiel actually rotating up to grab the soak mid, which is allowing his team to linger around top for a little bit longer as well. Let's take a look. I just want to see. Malthiel is taking Fear the Reaper at level 1. So he's got that activatable movement speed. It doesn't take too much to rotate up to the top or the mid lane from bottom, though, with the help of the conveyor belts. Both teams looking to pick up their camps here. We have Hogger just spinning across the Weenus around to help out as well over on the side of CCS. Stukov and Cassia managing to grab theirs. Malthiel did get that lane pushed in pretty far in that bottom while the camp was being done here. Mal'Ganis coming over, landing that stun onto Cassia. Big sleep coming out onto Diablo and Cassia here as well. Slick Rub trying to just slow him on the disengage. Gravity Laps connecting onto Cassia, and that's just about it. No really real picks here happening. Just a little bit of poking back and forth before this next objective does come up. Now, I will say Malthiel's doing a fantastic job of catching this mid-soak. You're going to see right now, they're missing just a little bit of XP here. A couple globes disappearing before they were able to get down and catch that as it crashed on the mid-wave. Stukov and Cassia have started up this siege camp here, so that's going to be capped maybe a little bit earlier if they don't hold off on it. But we're just going to have to see. They do end up giving the Biotic emitter for that camp. CM After Dark making the play for that while they were locking in the siege camp. And they're hanging around top to maybe clear this up if they want to. Malthael once again rotating up through the mid to the mid to catch that soak for his team. This is going to allow them to clear top and cap their siege camp at the same time. They don't have to worry about missing soak there. Sleep coming out for the Mal'Ganis. Not much to do off of that, though. The rest of the team were working on that siege camp. We're going to see Malthael stepping onto the point and starting the channel on this first objective. Meanwhile, the members of Can't Connect Stuns still continuing just to pressure top. They've almost got that top tower down here. Diablo goes in for the stun onto Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis returning the favor with stuns onto Can't Connect Stuns. Oh, stuns after stuns after stuns here in both the games and the names. Malthael did leave this objective to go catch that mid soak here. So that wave is crashing, and it doesn't look like anyone's going to rotate down there to get that. Channel has and is continuing here for CM After Dark, currently almost at about 40%. Mal'Ganis going in for the sleep, looking to turn around and land some stuns here as well, but the combo from Diablo Tassadar coming out there. Nice wall set up for the stun. Not quite able to get anything off that. In fact, Malthael taking quite a bit of damage here. Needs to be careful how he positions going forward. Do that turret drop now by CM After Dark. Looking for that sleep once again. It does connect onto Diablo. Got the stun to follow up. Gravity lapse. And Brainer is going to be able to queue his way onto the Mal'Ganis and reposition. 80% left on this object, or it's at 80%, I should say, for CM After Dark. So only about 10% left now until they get this first Triglaw Protector. We're going to see Diablo back, and this is first Protector going over to the side of CM After Dark. Let's see what they can do with it. The thing about this map is Triglaw Protector in the early game is quite weak. It's pretty easy just to take fights behind of it and go for picks there. It's also just going to provide a nice big body for Cassia to continue to stack off her Q. So looking to get that fountain down just to have a little bit of advantage going into the next objective here. We do have that stun connecting onto Diablo. He's turning around and auto-attacking. Interesting enough, Diablo's going Fire Stomp build. I was really expecting an auto-attack Diablo, just to have that consistent interrupt on Mal'Ganis' abilities. You can look to hit flips when he goes to sleep, flips, stuns, whatever when he goes to sleep, as well as when he goes to get his ultimate there, because they're both channeled abilities. And it can create a lot of shutdown for them if they don't have those engages with Mal'Ganis, because Diablo is all over interrupts. Nice silence coming out here from the Stukov. The Unstoppable popped onto Mal'Ganis to walk away. Brainer getting quite low here. And no one falling quite yet. Level 10s are close to being online here for these teams. Can't Connect Stuns a bit ahead on the XP right now. Likely because of the Malthael rotations. We've been seeing Malthael rotating mid and bottom to get soak where he needs. And some of those waves have been left unsoaked by CM After Dark. Both the turret camps up now. We're going to see CM After Dark lock theirs in. Cassie and Stukov working on the turret camp over on the side of Can't Connect Stuns. Little bit slower getting that one out. But we do have Diablo and Tassadar keeping an eye on that biotic emitter. They do need to be careful, though, because they don't have their healer or other damage dealer here, and they've kind of extended pretty far out here on the lane. Stun does connect onto Diablo, or onto Mal'Ganis, but he's going to be slept here. They're going to walk away. I don't think we've had a kill yet. We are 7 minutes into this match, and we still don't have first blood yet. Malthael getting a little bit caught out of position here, looking to just get some of his trade on, get healed up off his Q. Have that Malthael ult, or Mal'Ganis ult coming out there. Maybe a little bit too early. Didn't really necessarily need to pop that quite yet. Looking for something. You know, Mal'Ganis ult is down. It's not a terrible time to fight. All the ultimates are up over on the side of CM After Dark. or over on the side of can't connect stuns. I'd like to see them engage CM after dark. We have a big sleep coming out from the Mal'Ganis, connecting 3 members. There's the black hole from Tassadar. Fortunately, not really doing much to help the team right there. They are going to get collapsed onto, and we're going to see Diablo fall. That was first blood over to the side of CM after dark. Diablo did have his souls. He's back up here, but now he's going to be a squishy Diablo for this next objective. Those ultimates that we're seeing coming out, we saw a couple popped here or there. Rotation here onto the Melthiel, sleep connecting. Tassadar, or Tychus putting some damage out onto him, and we're going to see Kael'thas getting the last hit for the rotation. All 5 of them, though, coming down to get this pick, meaning that they're leaving their other lanes unsoaked for the time being. They're going to rotate up to mid, though, to catch that, and right now we have CCS on the siege camp over there. That's going to be locked in. I don't think they really missed too much in terms of soak here, because the wave didn't crash under the tower. They were up here in time to catch it there. Now they're going to get their siege camp out as well. I've seen quite a few ultimates used, but if you didn't catch them yet, it is going to be the shockwave for Hogger, not Hortipole getting picked up here. So it'll be interesting to see what they can do with that. Ancestral healing from the Rhaegar, laser from Tychus, Phoenix being picked up by the Kael'thas, and Mal'Ganis going with Carry on Swarm. Over on the side of Can't Connect Stuns, Valkyrie for Cassia here. Interestingly enough, Lightning Breath for Diablo. Not one I typically see grabbed here, just because APOC has so much potential to create plays and engages. Malthiel getting a little bit caught out of position here, trying to keep himself alive, but unfortunately is going to go down. And they've managed to get this entire fort down. Basically in trade for a turret. They went and invaded the turret of CM after dark. They needed those level 13s before they really contested up here. It is just a little bit unfortunate that Malthiel got caught out there and that they had to give that top fort in the meantime. So, yeah, I was talking about ultimates here. Black Hole, Lightning Breath, the Flailing Swipe, and the Last Rites. It's interesting. I'm not quite sure what they're trying to do with those ultimates, if they're just going to try and Black Hole with a Lightning Breath on top, but that's a little awkward because the Black Hole is going to push them away from the Lightning Breath. Slows Flailing Swipe. Diablo's in here. We got the stun coming out from Tiger here. Dropping that shockwave. Now he's going to pop into the back line. Unstoppable. Loop back around using that treadmill to get back out of position. Tassadar dropping some damage onto him. Meanwhile, Malthiel is in that back line looking at the healer here. Brainer's going to get stunned, and Malthiel's pushed away by the Triglav Protector. This bottom fort taking a little bit of damage so far here. Let's see if they can set up the defense. I wouldn't mind them looking to just try and get a pick on somebody that's hanging around the Protector. However, the rest of CM After Dark has backed off now. They're going to soak mid, look at top, maybe even a gank potential on the Malthiel here if he does not watch his positioning. He is walking away. Mal'Ganis also mounted up and looking to see if they can get him. But he's out of there, safe and sound here. And the rest of his teammates looking to catch Soak in the bottom and mid lanes. We do have that Biotic Emitter up, so we're going to see CM After Dark start that up right away. Level 16 is very close to being online for them. Basically a full level up on Can't Connect Stuns right now. CCS has a lot of time before this next objective is going to come up, though, so they're going to be able to hit 16s before the next objective. However, their structures have started to fall here. We're having a bit of a fight breakout. They're going to get that fort, and now it looks like CM After Dark is going to back off. 2 Biotic Emitters still over on the side of CM After Dark. They've been on point with getting that Biotic Emitter camp out in this match here. We're going to see the Siege camp started up now by Can't Connect Stuns. I will say, you know, they'll have 16s going into this next objective, but what they don't have in their favor is the structures. You're going to have those periodic catapults coming down the lanes here, creating pressure in the mid and top lane during this next objective. they stick around too long contesting this and it draws out, they're going to have to worry about pressure building up on their keeps. We have Brainer coming in on the flank here. Not quite able to catch anyone. Looks like blind as a bat being popped by the Mal'Ganis. He is stunned out of that. Going to pop the carry on Swarm. And the Ancestral Heal comes out to heal him as well. Lightning Breath being dropped by Diablo. And the Valkyrie pulling Mal'Ganis back in here. Let's see if he can manage to find his way out. The interrupt, though, the stun goes out onto Mal'Ganis. The last rights connects as well. And down goes Mal'Ganis. They are able to get the pick they need here. A 1-for-0 in favor of Can't Connect stuns. Blind as a bat is always a fun talent pickup, just to see Mal'Ganis creating havoc or doing absolutely nothing sometimes. It's entertaining, that's for sure. Look at Kael'thas globes too. He's sitting at 39 globes right now. That's pretty big. Oh, Hogger getting caught out. He's going to use that shockwave to disrupt and peel himself out of there. Taika stepping forward to get some damage out onto the Malthael, but for now, Can't Connect stuns. Going to manage to stay alive here, push this lane a little bit more. They need to be careful. You know, Malthael's health's pretty low. It doesn't look like Stukov has his D up to give them a big heal here. 3 seconds now until this objective comes up. Look at the pressure that's starting to mount in that top lane. They spent a lot of time hanging around down here, leaving that top lane unsoaked. We're going to see Malthael rotate now, but they have Kata stacking up there and a siege camp as well. They have sight on Malthael, so they want to go for this camp invade, but they're a little bit late getting there. CM after dark, though, if they can find something more, they might take it. Without the Malthael in the team fight, it makes it a 5v4 in their favor here. Malthael's still working on clearing out that top lane. Now, this is like, Can't Connect stuns could maybe just say, okay, let's go grab the biotic emitter, because Malthael's still clearing top. If you overextend here, you just end up having to take a fight 5v4, you potentially lose. You could look to get a little bit more XP, catching that biotic emitter in the top, catching the soak in the mid, while Malthael finishes up clearing that top lane. Because there's really not too much to do here except hang around and get soak here, which you can do on the way back down. All right, Malthael is on his way here now, so we're going to see a fight break out in a moment. So I have a little bit of a window here. Level 20s are going to be online here for CM after dark first if they don't try to do something. Mal'Ganis coming in with the stun onto Diablo. Going for that sleep, but it was interrupted by Diablo because it's going to go off now, connecting onto Malthael and the Stukov Black Hole out from the Tassar. Last rights connecting onto Mal'Ganis, not able to get into that carry on Swarm on time to avoid the damage. He is going to fall. A 1-for-0 right now in favor of... Whoa, that's a neat interaction. I didn't know that's how that would work. The Valkyrie there connecting onto the Hogger, but the Tychus drill actually just caught him on the wall, so that stopped him from being pulled all the way through. Oh, Tychus drill MVP in that fight. Still a 5v4 here in favor of Can't Connect stuns. They're going for that turret invade. They do manage to grab that Tiger, having to kind of loop back around now because he is split from the team. They've got the turret, and now they need to worry about getting objective. Mal'Ganis is up in another 20 seconds, but I have a feeling, you know, CM after dark is going to look for value elsewhere on the map. They're rotating up, going to grab that biotic emitter. Hogger's pushing out that top lane. You can create some pressure up there. You know, maybe they maybe even could have gone straight for the siege camp over here. Hogger gets those out pretty quickly. Just have that pressure on the top keep. Bottom fort's going to fall over on the side of CM after dark. But the amount of pressure that they're building in this top lane going to the keep of Can't Connect stuns is pretty decent here. Keep in mind that there's those periodic katas still coming in. That wave has one. Just about 80% left, or 80%. They're at 80%, I should say, over on the side of CCS. I'm going to see Cassia step off the point, though. That's going to stop the channel. They're not going to quite get to 99%, but they don't want to be fighting right now down their level 20s. This is a tricky call, is whether to give this Triglav Protector or try to force it. Knowing that there's the potential for them to end the game. Big heals coming out. Big black hole for the disengaged Hogger being left in there because he unstoppable in, I think. We got the ancestral heal connecting onto Tiger to keep him alive. They get the pick onto Diablo. He does respawn and has those souls. The carry on Swarm being popped here. We are going to see the Malthael fall as well. Sleep coming out, connecting onto Stukov and the Tassadar. Kel'Thas ready and waiting with the follow-up. Gravity Lapse and Flame Strike underneath Stukov. Stukov looking like he might be in a bit of trouble here, trying to walk away, but he does fall to the Kel'Thas. And Malthael goes down as well just before that. So only 3 members. Oh, Diablo almost getting picked off as well. Only 3 members of CCS up to defend this Triglav. Interesting, they just have Hogger in the Triglav. Feel like they could shred through this keep a little bit faster if they had the other person in it, but we'll see what happens. Huge sleep coming out there from the Mal'Ganis. Mal'Ganis just in there trying to create space for his team to start wailing on this core here. I can't... I wish somebody else would just get in the Triglav and help chunk this core down. It's a little weird. See if it's... it looks like it's probably working, though. Wilf looked like he's going to fall to Weenus. Tygus gets the pick. There we go. Mal'Ganis is in the protector now. They're going to finish off that core. Game number 1 goes over to the side of CM After Dark. GG's and well played. All right, let's take a look at this match summary. A very low deaths happening really on both sides here. They got a couple nice ganks onto Malthael. The one in particular where he was just soaking bottom and the entire team rotated onto him for the pick. But, I mean, 7-2 for a Div C game? Such low deaths? I'm impressed. You can kind of see what I was talking about in the early game. Malthael was doing such a good job of rotating between bottom and mid so his team could kind of stick around in top and create pressure up there. And it did, you can see like in the XP soaked, he got over 1,000 more than the Hogger. And there was times where it was paying off for his team. It just fell a little bit behind there and couldn't quite find their footing in the late game. Take a look at these builds. This is this is an interesting Hogger build. It's not the Hogger builds I typically see. Some of the talents are usually what I see, but I don't think I normally see people take Journeyman Cooking and the Dense Blasting Powder. Basically like a dynamite build, so it's kind of neat. And especially the Shockwave. Not very many people run Shockwave on Hogger, so it was kind of fun to see a little bit different variation in Hogger play here. Nothing too crazy, I think, for some of these other builds. The Tassadar build, I don't often see this one run. Usually it's you know, a Q build, stacking that up. Or sometimes I see auto attack. This one I've seen like once in a blue moon. So this one's also an interesting pickup here. I just, maybe Ball Lightning would have been a little bit better. Maybe APOC would have been a little bit better. Just thinking like how you'd pair it with the Black Hole. If you had a Black Hole Ball Lightning going off at the same time with everyone in the Ball Lightning, it maybe would have worked a little bit better in the team fights. And as fun as Lightning Breath is, I just can't help but feel like Apocalypse makes plays. The plays and lockdown that the team kind of needed here. But we'll see. I mean, yeah, that's just my opinion. I'm excited to see what these teams draft next match. So let me drop on over to me, and we'll get into that next lobby here because it is up and waiting. And I'll update you guys in just a moment on where we're going. It does look like first pick is going over to the side of Can't Connect Stuns after game number 1 there. They've opted to go with first pick. Giving Matt pick 2. CM After Dark. Let me update that map screen for us really quickly. We're going to be going to Infernal Shrines for game number 2. Let's pop on over there right now. I'll give you a rundown in case you're just joining us. Game number 1 was played on Volskaya Foundry. That one picked by Can't Connect Stuns, but the win going over to CM After Dark. For game number 2, Can't Connect Stuns has opted to go with first pick here, giving map pick to CM After Dark, who are bringing us to Infernal Shrines. Those map bans we have out tonight: Battlefield of Eternity and Towers of Doom, banned out by Can't Connect Stuns. Dragonshire and Tomb of the Spider Queen, banned out by CM After Dark. Looks like the lobby is ready. I'm going to let them know I'm ready. Hopefully we can jump right into game number 2.
Infernal shrines.
I'm interested to see how these teams approach drafting this time. They waited to lock their tanks until the very end of the draft here. And I'm wondering if they're going to maybe prioritize their tanks a little bit early, or they're going to stick with the prioritizing the offlaners and DPS first. All right. Can't Connect Stuns getting rid of that Hogger after game number 1. We did see CM After Dark pick up Hogger there, so I don't really blame them. CM After Dark sticking with the same ban that they did in game number 1 here, taking the Grey Mane off the board here. The last match we saw them ban Jazzalene and Anduin as their first round bans here. Wondering if they're going to stick to one of those going into Infernal Shrines. Gazlo can still kind of set up turrets around the objective if he gets there early enough for positioning. Yeah. There we go. There's the Gazlo band coming out once again here for CCS. All right, that last ban in the first part of the ban phase gonna be the Sonya. You know, I don't mind them banning Sonya here because they
We go again.
she's just good, but she's great on Infernal Shrines as well, in particular because you get so much healing just spinning on the objective. Aside from that, I just think she's broken right now. Like, her slam build is absolutely ridiculous. We're going to see the Chromie lock in, though, first for the side of Can't Connect Stuns. Over on the side of CM After Dark. Few seconds here until I lock in their first 2 picks of the draft, and it's going to be Gul'dan and Ariel. A classic combo. Gul'dan to feed Ariel the hope she needs to keep her team alive. Gul'dan also provides pretty great clear on Infernal Shrines as well on the objective here.
I play to win.
Wouldn't say though, CM's After Dark pickups are not anything that's necessarily meta happening over there. Like, there are better mages with better mobility to play and better healers. But they do kind of synergize nicely together. Diva being locked in for the side of Can't Connect Stuns, as well as Joanna here. Diva's always a really popular pickup on Infernal Shrines too, because you have that mech explosion just to zone everyone off at crucial times during objective. The Stukov band coming out for CM After Dark as well. Hey, Double Dam, how are you doing? Hi, Jinxie. All right, the last ban over on the side of CCS is going to be the Leoric. All right. Interesting. I think Leo's pretty good. And I think just like having a Leo who can just drop the slow on Diva, drop the Drain Hope on Diva, and really chunk down that mech pretty easily would be annoying. You're looking at all the offlaners that they've already banned out. Sonya's gone, Hogger's gone, Diva's been picked up. Leoric is probably the next on the list of, you know, decent offlaners left in the pool, so why not take that out? I'm going to see Imperius locked in as well as the Uther. This is interesting. I'm thinking that, I don't know how they're going to do this. If they're going to look to pick up another offlaner and run... No, I don't think they're probably going to pick up another DPS. So Imperius in the offlane and Uther in the 4-man as tank. But typically, when I see Imperius run these days, they're the main tank. But the same to be said about Uther, so they definitely have like a nice CC chain here to work off of, though. Imperius stuns, Uther stuns, depending on what Uther picks for his ultimate as well. It could work out pretty decently.
Hell, it's about damn.
There we go. Tychus is going to be picked up here as the last DPS for the side of CM After Dark. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing how this one plays out. If the Malfurion Zul'jin locked in over on the side of Can't Connect stuns. All right. You know, the kind of interesting thing about how these comps are going to play out is Imperius is just kind of looking for that setup to get the stun for the kills to follow up. He's not necessarily going to be, you know, walking into a Zul'jin to give him stacks easily until he's looking for the actual stun onto him. I don't know. I think I like the draft over on the side of CCS maybe a little bit more. They just have a lot of poke potential and decent clear for the objective, and a lot of things that can help them zone at objective. Joanna herself just being a nice big body with her condemns and everything, just pushing everyone off the objective. But on top of that, they have the mecha explosion and roots from Malfurion. It can be kind of an annoyance here. I feel like Uther's really good right now, though, so maybe that'll just be enough. We'll have to see, but let's get into the CM After Dark on the left-hand side. Tiger playing the Imperius, Vince Noir on the Gul'dan. We have Special Chai on the Uther, Venus playing Tychus, and Zymara on the Ariel. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, it's Can't Connect stuns. Brainer is on Joanna. We have the Mayaneski on Diva. Slickrub playing the Malfurion. There's the stun going out onto Diva right there. Marod on the Chromie. There's a root connecting on a Special Chai. Let's see. Oh, Malfurion is taking the Vengeful roots here. Not the sleep. I've been seeing almost all Malfurions going with the sleep. It just seems to be so good. I think the only person I didn't announce was... Did I get them all? Maybe I didn't get Zul'jin. Wolf is playing Zul'jin, if I missed him. The sleep is really good on the root because here's the thing is that even if you cleanse the root, just the way it works is you're still slept after, so it's kind of like it's good. It's kind of really good. We're going to see Uther fall there, though, which is going to create a window here for the side of Can't Connect Sense. Go ahead and start that bottom camp. We're going to see Diva rotating between mid and top, making sure to catch the XP for her teammates here, and it's a good little start here for Can't Connect Stuns. They have a couple options here. Look to clear out that mid, get that camp out, or push with that bottom camp. We're going to see a bit of two of those things happening. Joanna rotating to mid to catch the wave. The rest of the members looking to get that siege camp out here. That siege camp over on the side of CM After Dark was picked up, and the rest of the members are going down to clear that bottom lane, leaving Uther in the mid to catch Soak here. Uther does need to be a bit careful. The rest of the team is rotating here, looking to see if they try and find a pick. However, he did manage to get out of there before they caught him. A lot of pressure building in this mid lane here for CM After Dark. But we're going to see CCS just break off to go to continue their rotation between mid and bottom here. Catching that soak in the bottom lane now. Time traps coming out from Chromie. Has that level 4 additional time traps here. She's going to be setting those up, trying to catch people where she can. She catches the Uther and the Ariel on the rotation here. The root coming out from Malfurion as well. Not quite able to connect on there. Just a bunch of damage being poked back and forth. Weena stepping forward to put a little bit of damage out onto the Zul'jin. He's going to pop his self-heal. Kanem coming out from Joanna. Just probably trying to stall them from rotating with Uther here. And I would even think about maybe rotating aggressively, trying to catch them on this rotation without a front line to kind of help them out. Hey, Slexia. Hi, Imran. Hi, Dax. All right, CCS right now has the positioning for this objective, but, you know, usually you like to see these teams pick up their bruiser camps before going to this first objective. We do see that happening over on the side of CM After Dark, but they're a little bit late getting there, which means that the objective has already been started up by Can't Connect Stuns. Sitting at 12 skeletal defenders here, and now CM After Dark has arrived to contest this objective. Pretty easily have pushed off CCS here, kind of backed up and let them walk into this. We have the big condemn coming out, the root on Zymara and Tiger as well here, trying to go out. We have full hope for the Ariel to heal the team up. Mech Explosion is up for D.Va. They do have 25 of the skeletal defenders. See, this is where Mech Explosion is just so good. Look at how much they're pushing off the members of CM After Dark here to just finish up this shrine and win the objective. This first one will be going over to the side of Can't Connect Stuns. It is a Mortar Punisher. Hevnen, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Special Chai getting quite chunked by that Chromie there. That jump from the Immortal. The follow-up damage, leaving him in a little bit rough spot there. Gul'dan also needs to be careful, eating a lot of the Mortar damage being dropped by that Punisher. There's another jump going out onto Tychus here. Special Chai also getting damaged once again. You know, I would continue to pressure this. Look at the health bars over on the side of CM After Dark. Special Chai's low, Vince Noir's low. Tiger's coming in for the flank here. They don't have their D.Va with them, so they're actually going to be in a bit trouble. 5v4. Never mind. I lied. You shouldn't have pushed it. We'll lose the Joanna here and the mech off of D.Va. Did manage to get that front wall and fountain down, but now without the tank up, she has spawned back in, but not quite in enough time here. They're going to go for the invade over onto CCS. It's actually quite well played, sticking the 5-man for the engage in that mid lane when they saw D.Va top. Now stole the camp from CCS and can look to cap this bottom camp as well while they're down here, and CCS is clearing up the remnants of the siege camp from mid here. D.Va's rotated down to catch that mid soak. Joanna able to get onto the point in time. Has to use her Iron Skin to walk in there. So that is down for the time being. The slowing stands out from Chromie as well. It's going to keep them in a little bit of an awkward position if they do want to step onto the point. So they're going to lose Uther here. Wolf stepping forward, though, trying to just deny them the pickup on this camp. D.Va come down to help out, but it's a 2-for-1 right now in favor of CM After Dark. Make that a 3-for-1 because down goes Malfurion. D.Va's still down here. There's nothing left to pick up, but looking to just try and get that mech explosion potentially off here. However, it's going to cost her a life, and now 4 members go down on the side of CM After Dark. Stuck around a little bit too long there. Oh, that Tychus grenade connecting onto Chromie. We do have level 10s now online for the side of CM After Dark. Those ultimates coming out. Oh, I like this. We're seeing Wrath of the Angrius. You don't see this picked up too much on Imperius here. You know, almost always the angelic armament. So going to see some kidnapping happening. It might actually be really good into D.Va. So you're thinking just like anytime she pops her mech explosion, just go for the kidnap on D.Va, and you're now up in the air to avoid the avoid the damage, and you kidnapped little baby Diva for the gank as well. So I'm excited to see this. We have the Aegis getting picked up by Ariel Odin from the Tychus. They're going for the invade on the camp over here. Level 10s are up and available now for Can Connect stuns if they realize what's going on, but they looks like they have no idea. Horrify from Gul'dan as well, and the Divine Storm from the Uther over on the side of Can Connect stuns. Well, let's just see what happens here. There's the Slowing Sands being dropped by Chromie. Silence coming out there, but it's not going to connect onto anyone because Imperius was in the air there. We have Zul'jin popping his Taz Dingo, but the stun going out from Tiger here. That's going to help secure the kill. So far, a 1-0 in favor of CM After Dark. Make that a 2-0 because they get the pick onto Joanna as well. Diva getting caught out of position now, and that's 3-0 in favor of CM After Dark. This next objective is up and available, and they're going to go ahead and start up the shrine here. Gojira, thank you for the raid. Imran, you're on a CCS team this season. How's your series been going with them? All right, already sitting at the 31 skeletal defenders here. It's looking like it's going to go over to the side of CM After Dark. Can't connect stuns. Just looking to try and make up that XP difference in the meantime. Catching Soak where they can and now rotating up to this top lane to get ready for the defense here. Nice thing about having a Joanna as your tank on this map is when you do lose that objective, it's a very easy call on who's going to eat that Punisher jump, having that Iron Skin up to just kind of walk away like it didn't even happen. Punisher already down to about 55% health, but this top fort looking like it's going to fall. We had another jump going out there, a stun connecting onto the Zul'jin. Zul'jin getting kidnapped now by Imperius, sent to the back line here, into that frozen Punisher stun, and the Horrify from Gul'dan. He is going to fall here. Tiger getting another stun here onto Brainer. There goes the Punisher jump as well. They're going to be able to find that pick onto Joanna. She falls, a 2-0 in favor of CM once again here. The Punisher is finished off. The top fort falls. Meanwhile, I mean, they did look for stuff elsewhere, trying to make up that XP gap. That camp did get picked up. It's creating a bit of pressure in the mid lane, mid fort, and a bit of trouble there. Meanwhile, Diva is in this bottom, looking to try and get this siege camp out before they rotate onto her. Tiger has found her in this bush, though, just waiting for the rest of the team to collapse. Stun goes out. Special Chai on the flank here to land that stun to follow up. Out of the mech she goes. The rest of the team is now around to try and help her out. She is going to fall here, unfortunately. CM After Dark just, feels like they kind of are controlling this match right now. You see Imperius break off to go catch the Soak in the mid lane here. Still looking for level 13s over on the side of CCS. Siege camp over on CM After Dark up in the mid. They're going to go ahead and cap that. All right, level 13's about to be hit here for Can't Connect stuns, and they have about a level of XP here before CM After Dark hits those 16, so this is kind of on them to try and find that opportunity to take those fights on equal talent tiers. Right now, 2 levels up over on the side of CM After Dark. Kind of just need to take those fights where and when they can. Stun connecting onto Joanna with a whip from Ariel to follow up for another stun here. It's going to pop that Iron Skin. The root connects onto Ariel. And they're just going to let them back away. I really would have loved to see just, they root the Ariel. Just throw everything at her. Blessed Shield her. Pop everything you can and get a pick onto her before those level 16s are hit, because I just kind of walked away, and now level 16's online for CM After Dark. We're going to see Can't Connect stuns start up their bruiser camp. Yeah, I know it's kind of the pick for Malfurion. It's so good because even if you're cleansed out of the root, you're still slept after. It's such an interesting interaction. It can set up for some really good plays as well. Still a little ways off from hitting 16 here. We're going to see CM After Dark pushing onto this bottom fort. The objective is going to be down here as well. The Fountain is managing to stay alive for now. Chromie dropping some good damage onto Ariel. We have the Blessed Shield coming out. Let's see if they can get the pick. The Aegis goes out, though. It's going to help Ariel stay alive for now, but Zul'jin hitting that root, locking her in place even more. Here comes Uther, landing the Divine Storm onto D.Va and the Malfurion. Brainer getting quite chunked here. We have that Mech Explosion up from D.Va, but they just can't seem to find the picks that they need here. And this is a 5v4, keep in mind. Imperius is still top, clearing out the Bruiser camp that was picked up by Can't Connect Stuns, and they couldn't quite get the picks even with him not there. Still have that Mech Explosion, another nice root from Malfurion. Uther getting caught in Chromie's slows. We have the Mech Explosion out from D.Va. They're going to get the pick onto Uther here. Tyke is looking to back away, and Ariel a little bit out of position. Chromie dropping the damage, and they're going to get the second kill here. Ariel falls. Not for free, though. Joanna goes down. Tiger comes in for the flank here. The interrupt on the ultimate, though, is going to be leaving him a little bit not quite where he wanted to be. Let's just say that. And he goes down as well. So a 3-for-1 in favor of Can't Connect Stuns. This is what they kind of needed to get themselves back in the game. Vault the Doggo. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, this is NGS Season 11, Division C West. CM After Dark taking on Can't Connect Stuns tonight. We're in the second game of the series here right now. CM After Dark up 1 game in the match. But look at this. Can't Connect Stuns trying to get back into this here with a Punisher pickup. This one an Arcane Punisher. I will say, keep in mind here, we have a Bruiser camp and Kata's pushing in that top lane of Can't Connect Stuns. So that's going to have to be cleared up at some point. They're looking to get as much value out of this Punisher as they can. Joanna walking forward, looking to just collapse on anything the Punisher sets up. There we have the Punisher jumping onto the Imperious. Condemn coming out from Joanna. Imperious looking for the kidnap onto Malfurion, but it does not connect and he is going to fall. Horrify being popped by Gul'dan's going to fear Brainer into the frontier under towers. We have the Divine Storm coming out from Uther. However, Ariel and Uther are going to fall here, so 2 more picks, and they're getting quite a lot of value out of this Punisher. But look at this top lane, too. They need to worry about saving their top keep unless they're looking to just end here, which might be a little bit difficult. You know, by the time they get through this keep, CM After Dark are going to have most of their members back up. Not impossible, but you see Imperious is up in 6 seconds, 15 seconds on the Ariel, and now another 15 seconds on the Uther. It's going to be close. It's definitely not over yet. CM After Dark can still put up a pretty decent defense here, and as you can see, they're already kind of being pushed back. So they ultimately just traded a keep for a keep, maybe even a little bit of core damage over on their side happening here, because those Katas and the camp pushing in through that top lane. See, Katas are going to get in a bit of core damage here. Let's stop to pick up that siege camp. D.Va has backs now to clear up those Katas. I think that they could have probably got the same amount of value as they did there without D.Va. I think that they probably, with the 3 picks that they got, D.Va could have backed a lot earlier, and they could have probably saved their keep, as well as securing the bottom keep of CM After Dark. This is a little bit of an awkward position to be in here because it is a 5v4 in favor of CM After Dark, but D.Va has rotated down now. We have the Odin pop by Tychus to clear up that camp. Ariel turning around to whip away some of the members of Can't Connect Stuns. But the root connecting onto the Odin here. The slowing stance coming out. Aegis from the Ariel. Silence, though, onto the Uther. That's leaving him in a bit of an awkward position, and he is going to fall. Oh, big stun coming out from Tiger here. But he's going to be rooted and now caught out of position as well. Taz Dingo being dropped by Zul'jin to keep himself alive. It looks like they're looking to maybe even end here, get another pick or 2, and go for core. D.Va's mech, though, getting quite chunked down. She does have that shield to proc there, so it'll stay alive for now. But again, just not quite enough health left on the members of Can't Connect Stuns to go for that core quite yet. We're going to see them rotate into the mid here, look to pick up a little bit of damage onto the mid fort and open that up a bit more. This next objective is spawning in the top lane, though. So it might not be a bad idea. Oh, big pick there, though, onto the Tychus. I was going to say, you know, it might not be a bad idea to open up the top part of the map because that's where the next objective is going to be. But if they're going to continue to get picks here and get a keep and just end the game that way, then they don't even have to worry about next objective. All right, so CM After Dark is going to have to clear up their mid and bottom lanes here. This might create a little bit of a window here for Can't Connect Stuns to grab this Bruiser Camp, maybe even push in this top fort a little bit and get their top lane pushed out and objective started. They can get down the fort and the fountain, at least that takes away CM's After Dark's area to just kind of retreat and reset to if they come up to contest this objective. I will say, if CM After Dark does lose this objective, there's a full fort and keep for this Punisher to go to, so it's the best lane that they could have had the next objective spawning in here. This is going to be a Mortar Punisher as well. So, again, at least it's not a frozen one just to shut down and mow through those forts and keeps that they still have in place. Does look like they're going to give this one over to the side of Can't Connect Stuns. They're nowhere near in position here to come and contest this one. They're just looking to pick up something to kind of help push out their lanes, I guess. I feel like they definitely could have come and contested this. There was enough time there for them to rotate up and potentially try to fight it, and they would have had the advantage there. They have the fountain, the fort to fall back to, but they're opting instead to grab camps here. I do need to get ready for the defense. They have some katas to clear up bottom, and this Punisher is already on the top keep. I'm Sexy Exy. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everyone. Fettuccine Sensei, thank you for the follow. Oh, no. Imperious is just getting bodied in there. It's going to manage to stay alive. Of Ariel popping her level 20 there to give shields to everyone. They get the pick onto D.Va, so that's going to help deny them at least the end for that game. Tiger trying to get the kidnap there on the Imperious. Doesn't quite connect. Turning back around now to just shred that Punisher down. The two picks there going out onto Zul'jin and D.Va, denying any chance for Can't Connect Stuns to end this game quite yet. And they do have some camps to clean up. I think that they gave a lot there. They gave a lot in turn for two camps heading mid that really didn't even finish off the fort or anything. They ended up giving a fort to keep and an objective in trade for a couple camps. They're going straight over for the invade onto this Bruiser, though. It's a good call. Still two members of Can't Connect Stuns down right now. The Slowing Sands coming out from the Chromie just to kind of deny them that rotation. And this camp is going to get picked up here by the side of CM After Dark. I don't think I have any mods in here to shout you guys out while I'm doing this. So I do apologize. I'll get those shout outs out for the raids after this game is over. It's always a rough position to be in at this point with no keeps up. You always are constantly having to worry about clearing those lanes up. And this way, at least this top lane now is evened out for Can't Connect Stuns. So both lanes having kata spawning with every wave is going to kind of just equalize the lanes there. But, you know, their mid and bottom lanes, they're down their keep. So meaning that there's katas on every single wave for Can't Connect Stuns here. They kind of have the pressure going to be in their favor for the most part. The Slowing Sands save melt there, yeah. This camp is up in 8 seconds. We could see them make a play for that. But right now, really not a lot to do on the map except clear lanes and make sure you don't get caught out of position. You've never actually modded? There you go. Slexia can do the shoutouts. You can shout out Gojira as well as Bonkai. They've all raided tonight. Alright, we already see Can't Connect Stuns setting up for this next objective. It's not even been you know, countdown timer started yet. But the nice thing, again, about having all the keeps down is you don't have to worry too much about lane pressure stacking in your lanes. Mind you, I'm saying this, but their top lane, 4 katas have built up there, so those are clearing the waves pretty easily. They do have to worry about this. This is, this could cause a lot of core damage here if no one backs to clear it. That's a good opportunity potentially for CM After Dark to try to pick a fight, knowing that they have that much pressure about to hit the core over on the side of Can't Connect Stuns. Somebody has to back to clear it. If nobody backs to clear it, then they're taking core damage. And if somebody does back to clear it, and then it's a 4v5 in CM After Dark's favor. They're going to hang around the objective, though, and start that up. But this is going to mean that Can't Connect Stuns is going to be able to clear out that top lane and now rotate back to objective to contest it once again. As 5, I should say as well. So instead of having that situation where you created a 4v5 or potential core damage, you're now got a little bit of head start on the objective, which is nice. But again, Can't Connect Stuns ready to engage here. Tiger getting silence in that Chromie slow as well. He's going to fall here. D.Va coming in, getting that the Blessed Shield stun coming out from Joanna here, and that's going to get Ariel a bit out of position. The Divine Storm being popped by Uther, but it's not enough to keep Ariel alive, and now he's rooted by the Zul'jin there with the net. Uther coming back up here, though, has that level 20. It's going to respawn in just a moment, but not in time to keep Gul'dan alive. And now Core Call coming out for the side of Can't Connect Stuns. Uther landing the stun onto D.Va here. Taika's turning around, trying to put some damage out as well. But 3 members down over on the side of CM After Dark with such low or high death timers at this point in the game. It's looking like game number 2 is going to go over to the side of Can't Connect Stuns. There's a D.Va mech out there, and there's the core falling here. CCS taking 1 game on the series, getting on the board here, bringing it to 1-1, which means we get a game 3. We love game 3s in here. Look at how close, like, in terms of just kills, 15-15. Both these games, game number 1 was, like, very low death counts. It was, like, 7-2, but Ariel misclicked alt as Imperius was getting low. Yeah, potentially. It's really awkward, too, though. The thing is the Aegis here is a bit awkward because you just had Chromie and Malfurion ready to throw Sowing Sands and Roots on top of whoever is in the Aegis. So it's like, oh, you saved me, but also, like, I'm going to die anyway because I'm stuck in this spot for a few seconds and everyone can just set up to kill me as soon as I'm out of it. I mean, the same thing would have happened if she took Res as well. It's just, yeah, I would just almost, Ariel's drafted pretty early in the draft over on the side of CM After Dark, but I almost feel like she's not the pick into what they're running. Because either way, either ultimate she takes here, it's not really leaving her team member in a better position. With the Malfurion roots, the Chromie, Slowing Sands, the Silence, there's just so much that they could set up. Even the Ensnare from Zul'jin to just throw on whoever is in there. But mostly, like, if you're getting ulted by Ariel, regardless of what ult she picked up here, you're probably gonna die after anyway. Just taking a look at the builds here. I've seen a lot of Chromies moving away from the Dragon's Breath build. They nerfed it quite a bit in some patches here. So you usually see them, like, take the Vision and stuff. But even that, I mean, they keep messing with her, so. I see Chromies build all different ways these days. Gul'dan going full drain life build here too is interesting. I don't usually see Gul'dans go full drain life. I guess maybe he was just expecting D.Va to be in the back line, creating havoc and just dropping that drain life onto D.Va. We'll kind of deny her living back there for a bit. I do wonder too, Imperious, I think, as much as I love to see a nice kidnap from Imperious, there's a reason Angelic Armaments is the pickup, and it just tends to give them a bit more survivability in these team fights. You can still put out a decent chunk of damage off of an Angelic Armaments as well, as long as the shields aren't broken on it, right? I'm excited for game number 3 though, because these games have been pretty darn close. You know, CM After Dark really kind of had that early game and felt like they really had control of the map there, but Can't Connect Stuns just are able to turn it around in the late game. I think this is going to be a really fun match 3. All right, I'm going to give my voice a little bit of a break here and have some water while we're waiting for this next lobby to come up. I'll just leave it on the talent screen if you guys want to think about it a little bit more. Thanks, Double Dan. I appreciate the compliment. Still just waiting on that lobby to come up here. There we go. So let me update my map overlay really quickly. And the score as well here. We're 1-1 in this series right now. We're going to everyone's favorite map next. Any hints? Any ideas where I mean? Alright, so it does look like we have first pick going over to the side of CM After Dark, so they've opted for more first pick after losing game number 2, giving map pick over to Can't Connect Stuns, who are bringing us to Braxis Holdout. This is everyone's favorite map, right? In all seriousness, nobody really likes this map, so when I see teams opt to go here, I usually am thinking that they have some kind of strategy that they want to run here. Everyone's in the lobby. I'm going to let them know I'm ready. We can look to get into this last game of the evening here. Good night. Dax is just ready to leave now. So yeah, whoever takes this one takes the series. Just looking over some of the comps that we've seen tonight, some bans we might be seeing going into game number 3. I wouldn't be surprised if Can't Connect Stun sticks with the Hogger ban. Even the Gazelle ban is a potential thing that they might look to get rid of, just because he's pretty great at kind of controlling points, as well as getting that soak in the offlane. Grab Bomb is such a big playmaker too. When you have faith in your offlaner, sure. Sure, I definitely wouldn't be going to this map if you don't have faith in your offlaner. But I think too, like, you have some kind of strategy. Like, you guys know how you want to do rotations. Maybe you play something that can make quick, easy rotations into the off lane to get picks on the enemy team off laner. You know, maybe you play some things that tend to perform well on Brax's holdout. Some early game comps that you can kind of run away with an early Zerg wave. Like a Sylvanas. All right, not too surprised here with these bans. We're going to see the Chromie ban coming out here. Chromie had some amazing slowing stands in game number 2 that definitely were game changer for Can't Connect stuns. So I don't blame them for banning that there. And we're going to see the Hogger ban once again for Can't Connect stuns because we saw Hogger picked up by CM After Dark in game number 1, and he was a bit of a nuisance for them to deal with. The Greymane is going to be banned out once again here. So I'm wondering, do they have a Greymane main? They have a Greymane main over on the side of CCS because we've seen Greymane banned out every single game in the first half of the draft. All right, next ban's going to be the Tychus. Ooh. Well, now I'm excited to see what... Ooh. It's like a Venus plays Falsat, doesn't he? Falsat could do those rotations into the top lane to get those picks up there. But I think his W on 1 is banned right now. Something about the slows from Q, like proccing with every lightning rod stack or something.
My blades are yours.
I do like this priority, though, pick up here. They're going to get the Sonya. Sonya is just so good right now in the off lane. And I was kind of saying this earlier, but it's fun to see, you know, previously in drafting, we've seen off laners held off to the very end of the draft. So if you have last pick, you can go for the counter. But now because there's just so many good ones, you're seeing off laners prioritize a lot more early in the draft here.
Our world is worth fighting for.
All right. The May Malfurion picked up here for Can't Connect stuns. No Rexar ban. Yeah, Rexar can do fairly well here. I will say it's a pretty tough matchup to play Sonya, or to play Rexar into Sonya, though. Very much does come down to a skill matchup there. Like a really, really good Rexar can beat a okay Sonya. The thing is, it's so popular to go slam build, and slam build's so good on Sonya right now that you really, really have to watch her positioning or how you're going to put Misha and Rexar, because Sonya can just slam the bear, and if you're at all, you know, standing in any way behind your bear, she just needs to make sure she's slamming in the right spot to also be doing damage to Rexar himself. Yeah, I play a lot of Rexar, and it's not really a matchup that I kind of want to have to force myself into. Gul'dan Ariel again. Zul'jin banned out. Uther banned as well. We're going to see the Diva pick up now for Can't Connect stuns. As well as Vala. Alright. There's some nice little synergy things happening over on the side of Can't Connect stuns. You have Mei with her blizzards and Malfurion with his roots. Those can kind of pair really nicely together if you can get the timing down correctly. You know, Mei gets somebody stuck in her blizzard, they're stunned. Malfurion can throw the root underneath. They just have some nice little synergy happening there. There's that Gazlo pickup. Gazlo's been banned every single match tonight by Can't Connect stuns. They let it through this time, and we're gonna see Venus pick it up here. This is Gazlo in the 4-man. Probably. Which I'm interested to see if that's going to work out for their team here. All right, that last pickup going to be the Kael'thas once again here. We saw Kael'thas picked up by CM After Dark. Now we're going to see Can't Connect stuns pick it up in game number 3. Gaz in the 4-man. I don't know if I'm a fan of Gaz in the 4-man. But we'll just have to wait and see. Just updating my draft notes here. I am so pumped for this game number 3 because these first couple games have been pretty close. I can't wait to see what CM After Dark and Can't Connect Stuns bring out to this game here.
Facility powering up.
We're about to begin.
Love Weenus on Gazlo. I guess we know who they were target banning. I think I knew that though. I mean, is anyone really surprised that Weenus likes to play Gazlo? Don't you feel like they're just kind of a match made in heaven a little bit?
Systems online in 10 seconds.
Now let's go ahead and introduce these teams. Over on the left-hand side, we have CM After Dark with Vince Noir on the Gul'dan, Special Chai on the Diablo, Weenus playing Gazlo, Zymara on the Ariel, and on Sonya, we have Tiger. Meanwhile, on the right-hand side, Can't Connect Stuns, the Mayaneski on Diva. We have Slick Rub playing Malfurion, Brainer on the May, Marod on the Kael'thas, and Wolf playing Vala. Hey Zero, how are you doing? Why is Jazzy such a good caster? I think he's gonna be more entertained. The answer is no. You're too kind. May dropping that blizzard just to get that wave cleared up here. Take a look at those level 1 talents while these teams are just kind of poking at each other in the bottom lane. Sonya with a heal at level 1, taking war pain. That's interesting. Gul'dan's going Q build, so looking to get stacks there. And of course, you know, another thing just to keep an eye on in general this game is those souls on Diablo. Meanwhile, over on the side of Can't Connect Stuns, Malfurion once again talenting into the quest at level 1. Look at this. Zymara taking a ton of damage and no hope for Ariel there. She is going to fall. First Blood going over to the side of Can't Connect Stuns. We also have Kael'thas going that globe quest, so I'd like to see them try to prioritize getting these bottom globes for him as well as the globes off the wave, making sure that they're not too far back to try and collect them so he can get that done a little bit sooner. I see the camp getting picked up here by CM After Dark, looking to get out that siege camp, create a little bit of pressure in that bottom lane to kind of have better control over the point. Let's take a look in this top lane right now because neither one of them quite started up the channel, but we are going to see Tiger now rotate onto this objective. Meanwhile, down below, CM After Dark stepping up onto this point. We have the Blizzard drop by May. Special Chai a little bit zoned out here. May popping into her Kairostasis. Diablo trying to use his Q to reposition out of there, but is going to end up falling here. Another pick over to the side of Can't Connect Stuns. They're going to go ahead and cap back this point. Meanwhile, in the top lane, Diva and Sonya still having a bit of a matchup there. But Sonya doing quite well and going to get the mech off of Diva here is going to make it pretty hard for Diva to step forward onto this point to cap this objective. So something that Can't Connect Stuns could maybe look to do is, if they manage to get another pick in this bottom lane, is rotate someone top. But, you know, it's also perfectly fine for them to just continue to hold bottom. There's no real rush to getting the Zerg wave. If you have control of this bottom lane, you can grab that camp, push in the structure, start to do a little bit of damage onto the front wall before the Zerg wave comes up, because it is spawning in the bottom lane for them. It's actually kind of like that better. If they get a pick, like, go grab their camp and try to siege up during the death timer here. All right, Brainer is in there. The Blizzard's drop. It connects onto Diablo and the Ariel, but Ariel able to walk away for now, turning back around to get some damage out here. Diablo in there, looking at Brainer, flips her over. And there's the Blizzard being dropped by May. I say her. I'm pretty sure Brainer is a male. But I meant her because of Anna. And I do that all the time, so hopefully nobody's getting offended when I call them by their character's gender. Alright, Brainer stepping back onto that point, gets whipped into the wall by Ariel here. Gul'dan dropping that drain life. the Blizzard being dropped in return just to help her peel. She's going to pop into her trait here. The cryostasis is being used to get her healed back up. But the channel has started once again for CM After Dark. They're currently sitting at 66%. Zerg Wave and climbing here. Can't Connect Stunts has yet to control the point long enough to get any channel. Special try getting chunked there, walking away. They're going to zone them off the point, but no picks going off. I'd really like to see them just get in there and get that kill on Diablo, get that kill on Gul'dan. They need those kills to kind of like, if they ever want to get any channel on their side, they kind of need those kills to be able to send someone into top lane to get a pick onto Sonya and help the D.Va out up there, because D.Va seems to be like she's a little bit struggling to play into Sonya. Weenus getting caught out of position here is going to fall. They get the pick onto the Gazlo. But now let's see what they can do with this. Are they going to send someone top? Are they going to get a camp? Are they going to siege this? What are they going to do with this death timer? Ping is coming out. They want to work on getting this tower down. Gazlo is back up now. And Ariel and Gul'dan have backed up to take this siege camp. Brainer looking at it though. I think he has an idea of what's going on. Let's see if they pull off the successful invade. Brainer going in to disrupt them here. Blizzard dropped onto the point. Ariel going to be stunned into the Blizzard here. The root from Malfurion is out as well. Brainer sitting on that point, still trying to cap this. The rest of his team looking like they might be a bit scared to step up to help out though. And Brainer is going to fall here. This camp going over to the side of CM After Dark. Sonya rotating down to help out there. Going to give the top point over for a moment. D.Va trying to cap that back in time, though, before she can even get any channel started for her team here. And they're going to get the pick on Evala as well. There's the channel starting up once again. And this first Zerg wave very, very heavily favoring CM After Dark. It is spawning in that top lane, so we have Kael'thas rotating up here to help clear that out. Gazlo hanging around in the bottom here. Now they have that camp that they just picked up to kind of help clear out this Zerg wave, and Gazlo in general can kind of just sit down here and create pressure and wreak havoc in the lane into D.Va. So he's going to chill down here. Sonya's with the 4-man. They're looking to get even more value. However, Diablo is going to get picked off, going a little too deep there for the dive. He does fall. Still a decent little bit of Zerg left here for the members of Can't Connect Stunts to clear up. Oh, Tiger getting caught in a position, tries to go in, spear the Vala, and then spins to win on her. Says, if I'm going down, I'm taking someone with me. I was just looking at the builds. I do like that Vala has opted to go just, full W build here. Provides a really great clear for the Zerg wave.
I just want to be sure.
It's not, it's not the most popular build you typically see on Valas. Vala's usually, not even a usual hero to be picked up at all in this meta. But if you do see her, it's usually on something like Battlefield of Eternity and you're looking at like a full Q build, or you have, some certain players who like to run like these Caltrop hybrid builds. So it's not very often you see the W builds on Vala, but it does work pretty decent for clearing Zerg wave. Hi Goon, how are you? Now we're going to see CCS looking to get their Bruiser camp out here. Level 10s are online for both teams. Over on the side of CM After Dark, it's Leap for Sonya, Aegis for the Ariel, Gravel Bomb from the Gazlo, Apocalypse from Diablo, and we're still waiting for that Gul'dan ult. He does go for it. I was like, does anyone really pick Reign of Vengeance, or not Reign of Vengeance as well as ult? But look at this big grab bomb coming out there onto the Kael'thas. It's the Reign of Destruction. That's what I meant to say. But he takes the Reign of Destruction, so that's interesting. Gazlo getting caught out here. The Rook connecting onto him. Diablo going in to try to peel for him. Wolf in a little bit of trouble here, but is going to be able to kite around. That little extra move speed you get on Vala, quite nice there, is going to help him just walk away from that fight. And they all managed to survive for now. Meanwhile, in that top lane, Sonya pushing forward, looking to get this top fort down. D.Va does have that mech explosion up to kind of clear this lane out and push Sonya off the fort here. And that's going to work for now. And here comes the first objective. We still have CM After Dark really pushing in on this bottom lane right now. Those ultimates over on the side of Can't Connect Stunts, haven't really ran over those yet, but it's Ice Wall for Mei, Reign of Vengeance for the Vala, Micro Missiles for D.Va, Phoenix from the Kael'thas, and Twilight Dream for the Malfurion. I'd love to see some big Ice Wall plays coming out from Mei here if she can find them. do have the Rain of Vengeance, the Gravel Bomb coming out here, but it doesn't quite connect. There's the Ice Wall. That's going to catch Gul'dan and the Gazlo in it here. No Blizzard on top of that, though, to keep them stunned down for a little bit longer. The real good combo you want to get with the Mei, you throw out that Ice Wall. Make sure you have your Blizzard up to throw on top of the members in the Ice Wall just to lock them down and keep them stunned once they come out of it. So you're looking like you have a, you know, a Twilight Dream, a Rain of Vengeance, and a Phoenix on top of those members that are now stunned in the Blizzard after Ice Wall. Kind of looking for the kill potential that way. Gonna see Vala face check the bush. Diablo going in, getting the stun onto her, and she is just deleted. Down she goes. We have the Twilight Dream pop by Malfurion trying to get the return pick onto the Diablo here, but he's able to stay alive for now, and he looks like he has no fear. Control of objective will go over to the side of CM After Dark here, starting the channel 22% and climbing. Kael'thas almost done his Globe Quest here. That last one right there lets him complete that. So he has those shields now. There's still about half a level down over on the side of Can't Connect stuns, looking for those level 13s still. Ooh, nice stun from the Ariel. All right, another full Zerg wave here for the side of CM After Dark this time. Heading towards this bottom fort. They already opened it up, got that wall down, so this is going to allow them to get a little bit more value potentially out of this Zerg wave. We have Mei dropping the Blizzard, trying to just put some damage out onto the wave here. Look at Gul'dan. Gul'dan using the Rain of Destruction here. Just to kind of push them off, create some space. Diablo not quite able to pull off that APOC combo. Get the flip onto who he wanted. So they're going to be able to walk away here. Nice try. Not quite there that time, but he knows what's up with those combos. You can tell the way he played it there. He knows what he's doing on Diablo, so keep an eye out. Diablo going in there for the Q. The blind from Mei connecting onto them. They're looking to maybe find something here. You know, you're pretty far extended over on the side of CM After Dark at this point. Level 13's online for Can't Connect stuns. So if they can catch them on the retreat, not a bad idea. The root does connect onto Gazlo. He's going to turn around, drop his laser. They aren't quite able to find any picks there on the retreat. But look at Sonya. Look how far Sonya is forward in the lane. You could kind of just run out here. There's a leap onto the D.Va, and D.Va's going to go down. Wolf rotating up to try and get Tiger picked off here. Goes for the Rain of Vengeance. Doesn't connect. Tries to get him within the bush, but that doesn't quite hit either. And Tiger's now rotated it out, and he's just going to walk away for free. Gets that kill on D.Va, sitting at the keep, and is out of there. And they're going to steal. They stole the siege camp over on the side of Can't Connect stuns, and now they're going for their bruiser camp here. Still another second here until D.Va's back up. Malfurion walking in, getting caught out of position a bit. Wall stun from the Diablo. Now comes Brainer in for the engage. Thess will try split off from the rest of his team. Let's see if Vala can burst him down fast enough to get the pick here. She's going in, trying to finish him off. Just one more auto, and he might go down, but he is able to walk around. Ariel hits him with the heal, and he's going to stay alive for now. D.Va is up now, has that mech explosion available, but in goes Diablo, looking for the combo onto Vala. She is able to vault through there, and a huge ice wall coming out here. The leap going out, though, doesn't quite connect onto Vala, so she is able to walk away. Brainer getting quite low, and they weren't able to really do anything off that ice wall, unfortunately. Thank you so much for the raid. What a name, with or without balls. All right. I hope you had a fantastic stream. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jazzalene. I cast a ton of Heroes of the Storm. Right now we're casting an NGS Division C West match between CM After Dark and Can't Connect Stuns. It's 1-1 in the series right now, so winner takes the win. It's a best of 3. CCS, you know, a level behind on XP. They have these camps to worry about cleaning up, and they know as soon as they show in their lanes that CM After Dark has been hovering around this boss, just waiting for the opportunity to potentially just snag that away while their lanes are being cleared. Now look, Malfurion and Kael'thas showing in that top lane, Vala showing in the bottom lane. They're going to go ahead and start up this boss now. D.Va is around keeping an eye on this, so the team does know what's going on. She does need to be a bit careful that she just didn't get popped out of her mech and have to use the explosion if they are coming to contest this. It does kind of look like they might just end up giving this here. D.Va already used her thrusters there to try and get onto the point. Does have that mech explosion up, but they just can't close that space. The mech explosion goes out. Diablo looking to just kind of disengage off of this. The Rain of Vengeance come out, but a huge grab bomb is going to catch all 5 members and the leap to follow it up. CCS in a world of hurt here. Brainer is going to fall. We already saw the Malfurion fall there as well. D.Va coming in just to try to peel, knock them back on the way out, but Wolf and Marod, basically nothing left in them there, are going to have to retreat, hit the fountain, and get ready for the defense here, because there is a boss and a camp heading top lane that they need to deal with, and Zergwave is going to start to get channeled once again here for CM After Dark. Might even just see them start to siege with this, try to get the keep down, because this wave is going to be heading top. Thought we checked with this 3-gamer? Oh, nice. Who was playing for A East that you guys were watching? Were you casting or were you playing? So that top keep is going to go down here. The boss is walking forward. Maybe gonna get, you know, the shields off on the core, but nothing too much more. However, the Zerg wave is finished off now, and this is another 100%er for the side of CM After Dark. I said, Gaz, those grab bombs are playmakers, and we got a taste for it right there with the grab bomb Sonya leap. This is tough. Now, this is a big Zerg wave heading straight towards your core. At least, you know, level 16s are online for Can't Connect stuns now. So, they're not playing down a talent tier into this, but you don't have the D.Va mech explosion up quite yet to help with the defense. Diablo going in there for the combo. He's going to catch Vala here. Stun does connect. The leap to follow it up. Another big grab bomb. And everyone is just getting deleted over on the side of CCS. They get the pick on a Mei, Vala, and Malfurion off that combo. GGs are being called. CM After Dark on the core, and it's going down. Game number 3 over to the side of CM After Dark. GGs and well played. What a series. Take a look at this match summary here, and I'm going to reach out to the side of CM After Dark and see if they want to do an interview. This game, not as close as the first couple of games that we saw there, you know, 12-5 in kills, but even just in objectives, there wasn't even any back and forth. CM After Dark was just 100% Zerg waves to nothing every time. Gravo Pog. All right, I'm just reaching out to the team here, see if they want to do an interview. Oh, okay. I actually have someone joining me already. Hello. Hi, are you from CM After Dark?
I am. I'm Vince Noir.
Oh, okay. Different name in Discord, so I didn't know who I had here. But we saw Vince Noir on the Gul'dan last game, if you guys remember. But first of all, congrats on the win. What a fantastic series. You guys were making some huge plays on that last game, especially.
Yeah.
So,
thank you. Felt good.
Yeah, no, I imagine. So let's talk a little bit about your guys' drafting tonight. We had a lot of gray main bands coming out. Did you guys do some scouting? Is there just a gray main over on the side of Can't Connect stuns? What was going on there?
Yeah, we know that they like to play gray main, and so we definitely didn't want to play into it because we know it's something that we personally struggle against, and we did do some scouting on that end. Our tank, Special Chai, I had to remember what their name was. They change it so much. Our tank Special Chai does most of the scouting for us. So.
All right. Let's talk a little bit. Just, you know, especially this last comp you guys ran. we saw Gazzle bans quite often for the side of connect stuns, but this Gazzle grab bomb with the Sonya leap, is this something you guys have practiced a lot, or is this kind of something you drafted into and discovered tonight?
I think we've practiced it a few times. We've definitely done different variations with both of those heroes, just different kinds of easier to hit wombo combos.
Mm-hmm.
So we have done it with the Sonya a few times, but definitely not something new for us.
All right. Let's talk just a little bit more about your team. How long have you guys been playing together? Is this your first season of NGS, or are you guys tried and true?
Yeah, this is actually our first season together as a team. Most of us are actually not new to NGS, but we
Mm-hmm.
are new to each other. So Weenus and Tiger used to be on Clouded Mines, and they branched off due to too many players on their team and started Clouded Mines After Dark.
Oh,
And
okay.
August and I actually used to be on Annie Oak League for many seasons.
Okay.
Um, and so we actually stepped apart from that team for various reasons. Nothing bad, just
Mm-hmm.
had to go separate ways. And so we joined up Skycake, who didn't play tonight because we have 6 on our roster, and Zamara. This is their first NGS season and competitive team environment.
So you guys are still kind of, getting the feel for playing with each other. We're not too far into this season yet, and you guys have all just left other teams and some new players, and you already have this synergy going on for you. So that's great to
Yes.
see.
When we were kind of trying each other out before the season started, we definitely had that kind of instant click with each other, and we just knew we had that chemistry.
Let's talk a little bit about your draft in game number 2. We saw the Imperious Uther pickup. Not too often you see Imperious actually playing the off lane anymore. You usually see him trying to flex into the tank role. So can you just talk me a little bit about what you guys are trying to do there with the draft?
Hey August, why did we take Imperious? I don't remember. The CC, that's why we took it. Sorry, my spouse is actually our tank.
No, that's fine. No, it was kind of fun to just see, typically Imperious go the angelic armaments, but the kidnapping ultimate is really, really just fun to bring out once in a while and makes my job a
Yes,
little bit more
yes, it is.
entertaining. So thanks for grabbing that.
You're welcome.
Let's go ahead and get into some shout outs here to wrap things off before we head on our way then.
Yeah, I just want to thank you for casting. I want to thank NGS for hosting everything, all my teammates for playing well and just being fun to play with. And I want to thank the other team just for putting up a good fight. They definitely, we had some close moments in there, so it's really fun to play against them, and we really have a lot of fun.
Oops, sorry. I opened a tab and it was playing really loud music. My bad. No, congrats again on the win. I'm really excited to see where your team goes this season. You got some, heavy hitters in C-West. I've watched a few of your guys' games now, and it should make for some fun games. I can't wait to catch more of your division in particular because they always just seem to be, nail biters for sure. So,
Yes,
best of
we
luck.
have three in a row next week, so it'll be interesting.
Oh wow, that's a lot. Best of luck. I hope you guys have a
you.
great time in this season of NGS. I'll talk to you again soon.
Bye, thank you.
Bye bye. All right, I opened up Twitch to look for somebody to raid while we were done this, and it wasn't muted. So enjoy that, that front page DJ music that they always seem to be playing all of the time. Yeah, those front page DJs. Yeah, exactly. All right, let's take a look here, see if there's anyone casting some NGS. What's going on in the HOTS community? Oh, Ice is going. Let's send you guys on over to Ice. I just want to take one more quick look because I've rated Ice a few times recently, and if there's somebody a little bit lower in the view count that's doing some casting for NGS, I might pick them. No. All right, we're going to send you on over to Ice. in just a moment here. Got Filth is streaming? Oh. Wait, link it? Do they have less viewers? I'll just pick the person with less viewers. Yeah, okay. Alright. We'll go over there then. Viewer recommendation here, so we'll send you on over there instead. Stream title, Reclaiming GM number 1 or Going to Diamond. There you go. So we're going to send you on over to I Got Filth. And have yourselves a fantastic rest of your week. In terms of what's going on for me for the rest of the week, I'm taking it pretty light. I've been feeling a little burnt out with just, you know, spending my entire weekends casting and stuff. So this week I'm taking Wednesday, Thursday off to kind of just sit back and chill and play a little bit of games myself. Also be casting again Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific and Saturday at 3 p.m. Pacific. And I might even be looking to get in a cast on Sunday potentially as well. But just, you know, if you're not already in there, join my Discord. I always update my schedule and post when I'm going live in there. You can also follow me on Twitter. I post sometimes when I'm going live on Twitter. My Discord's much more reliable place for scheduling and when I'm going to be streaming or casting. So make sure you're in there. We're going to send you on over to Got Filth. You guys have a fantastic rest of your week. I'll see you again Friday for sure at 6 p.m. Pacific time. Until then, stay safe out there.